Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Let's Get Ready Network. I'm Adelia. That's my buddy Snark. This is Starting 11, our Premier League recap show, and we're going to talk about Matchweek 23 tonight. Snark, how you doing?
Oh, I'm so excited to talk Matchweek 23. What a fun week.
I figured you were in a fantastic mood after
Ooh,
that
yes.
Chelsea game. Oh, yeah.
Mm.
But we are not alone this week. We are joined by our favorite Californian, Fares Muthana.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm doing great.
Shocked that I didn't hear the horns. Shocked. Starting 11. Oh, there's one. There's one. Okay, that's fine. Matchweek 23. Oh my God. Well, there's the horns.
I'ma need a day off. I think I call Fares up.
There it is.
There we go.
It's got all the hits. All the hits right out the gate. Save some for the encore. Unbelievable. Guys, yeah, I've had better weeks watching football, I can tell you that. But there was a couple fun things that happened, in my opinion. Enough, that I didn't cry myself to sleep all weekend. I just cried myself to sleep on Saturday night. That's all. No big deal. Okay, let's start off. Let's start off with the first match of the week. And in case you're thinking there's going to be any surprises this week, it wasn't going to be in this match. Liverpool gets to host Ipswich Town. And, they just jump up to a 3-0 lead. First half.
Oh, yeah. Just easy.
Yeah.
It's literally not a match. I don't even know why. Why is Ipswich Town even playing anymore?
Because they get to. That's all. They get to make money.
Are you wearing a Hammerby shirt?
I'm talking about in a minute. You wait. Yes, three first half goals. It's Dom Szoboszlai. Anyone? Salah gets his 19th. Cody Gakpo scores. Then gets his brace. Second half. Jacob Greaves scores 90th minute for a consolation goal, just to break up Alisson Becker's clean sheet. So
can we, Rob?
Fun.
Can we talk about the uncomfortable topic around this Liverpool team?
Okay.
Can you talk about it?
Yes, please.
Jurgen Klopp isn't that good of a manager. It's the exact same team from last year. The exact same team.
What's the biggest difference?
Jurgen Klopp's not there.
I think City has just been that poor.
Well, no, it's not even that. Like, he's not there.
It's that.
No, well, yeah. But no, but they were being beat last year by some of these bad teams. You know what I mean? Like, they lost
a couple of them. Yeah. There's
a
lot of the teams coming in haven't been all that great. Either you're seeing teams like Forest top four now. You're seeing Bournemouth rocketing up the standings.
Can we talk about Jurgen Klopp? I think
Liverpool just stayed consistent. Everybody else is sign waving.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but last year they dipped in form after they were the leaders, and then they dipped in form. They had an injury or two. It wasn't like they had a crisis, but they dipped. And literally last year, Ryan Gravenberch was unplayable in a bad way, where you didn't play him because he didn't fit and he wasn't good. And Cody Gakpo didn't know what the hell they were doing with him. But this year, Gravenberch and Gakpo are two of their stars. And all it really took was putting Gakpo on the left and making Gravenberch play a little deeper. Why didn't Jurgen Klopp do this last year?
I think Jurgen Klopp had a lot more on his mind last year. He was close to the top.
I don't care that you wanted.
He was wrapping things up.
I don't care. Well, if you wanted your documentary to end on a good positive note, you should have made those decisions last year. You're allegedly one of the best managers in the world, one of the best managers in history, and you couldn't do that. Some random Dutch dude named Arne Slot did that and made the players you chose over these past 3 years.
Well, that's the one thing too. They are his players. Slot was able to come in with an outsider's view and say, well, if I do this and this should work. But, they're not. Do you think, is Arsenal better than they were last year? I think they're as good.
No.
I think they're as good as they were last year. It's just that everybody else is good. No, Liverpool.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because Arsenal, you want to talk about injury crisis. No, that's an injury crisis right
I
there.
don't know. I don't know if we've had a crisis. We've had a lot of injuries, but I don't know if
bad luck.
it's crisis.
I don't know. Tomiyasu hasn't been healthy. Ben White's been injured. Bukayo Saka's injured. Martin Odegaard missed multiple weeks.
And
Declan Rice has a broken foot. You know what I mean? Broken toe, whatever. Kai Havertz got hurt. Gabby Jesus tore his ACL.
Okay, Fares, we've had a lot of injuries. I just don't think that we've had them all at the same time in a specific positions where we're playing academy kids kind of crisis.
Yeah, right. Your right side isn't great
Completely decimated
with the injuries and stuff like that, but you have good enough players that can fill in and do the job.
Yeah.
You guys, like there's a bit of maybe a dip in the form of Arsenal, but it's not like it's. You guys are still second. You guys are still consistent.
Yeah,
you guys are consistent.
We're still second.
You just need that.
No, I know that, but I just find it. I like Jurgen Klopp. I'm a big fan of the guy. He seems like a wonderful guy. But I just find it fascinating.
Anyone with teeth that white cannot be trusted, will not be trusted.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The teeth are definitely not real.
He's a robot.
But I just find it fascinating that like these are his players. He chose these players, the exact same team from last year. What's the difference? And the only difference is that he's no longer on the sideline.
And don't forget Kiza. Oh, you forgot Kiza.
I'm really no. The reason I forgot about him is that he's not even a factor.
No.
Federico Chiesa. I know about Federico. I watch Serie A, baby. Shout out to Napoli, first on the table, but unfortunately, Inter has 2 games in hand, so they're probably going to become first by the end of the year because Inter is the best team in the league. But Serie A is crazy. I know we don't talk Serie A on this program. I don't know why, but no, it's a Premier League program.
Talk something else soon enough.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, but yeah, like I'm not trying to be like, oh, hey man, but I just find it weird. I find it fascinating. Like Liverpool fans, they love him to death, but they don't want to say it out loud. Where it's like, same players. We didn't buy anybody. It's the same team.
This is the time that Liverpool starts to fall apart. Like
they though?
We'll see. I don't think they will. I think they're just going to stay.
Nah, man, because I think
they have to drop. They have to drop 3 games, and everybody's got to just keep winning. So it's a tough.
That's a tough
it
thing.
Seems
man.
unlikely that that's going to happen.
Yeah, man.
It would be funny if they did, though. It would be
hilarious. That would be funny. It would be like 98. I'm shout out to Emmanuel Petit, who had to remind everybody on Monday Night Football about that, and he had to argue with 2 members of was Jamie Carragher arguing with Emmanuel Petit about 98 when he was on the team on 98. Shout out to you, Emmanuel.
Jamie Carragher. Oh well.
But yeah.
All right.
But my bad. I didn't. Sorry, Dale. Your opinion, dude.
Let's see.
Yeah, this was always going to be a Liverpool win. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about that.
Yeah, I had like 2 sentences worth of stuff for that. Oh. We got 10 minutes. All right, moving on.
Sorry.
Let's go to the Amex. Brighton hosting Everton. Now, here's a surprise. Maybe the last one wasn't a surprise, but this was a
surprise. Yeah.
David Moyes' club wins their 2nd straight. Brighton at home has 69% of the ball. They had 16 attempts at net. Everton only had 3. They had only 1 shot on, though. Well, Everton only had 1 shot on, but theirs came from the spot because Joel Veltman played volleyball in the box. And I am shocked that he was even good playing. You could see him. A nice big about it.
Yeah, they were saying on my commentary that they were trying to explain to the referee that he got shoved in the back. I don't care that he got shoved in the back. He very clearly makes a swiping motion at the ball with his hand.
It's minimal contact when he was already engaged, and he just swiped at the ball to get it. Like it was like your buddy Thierry Henry.
Hey, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
But this time he's just playing it. So Tim Robinson, the ref, and he bravely, makes VAR make the call and stuff like that. But whatever.
Was it against Northern Ireland or Ireland?
Ireland.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yes. So famously,
The Irish
No.
are. Do you think the Irish still hate him?
Yes.
Oh shit. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. He will. He will.
He will never be allowed to go to Ireland ever.
No one will ever buy him a beer.
No, he's gonna have to pay full price.
Yeah.
Full price for your Guinness.
Here's a Guinness, and it's a double.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah,
Double for you actually.
This was apparently David Moyes' 700th Premier
700th
League game.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were about to say win. I was like, oh
No.
snap.
Oh no! Look at this.
Shout,
club.
shout out to
Look at the clubs
Moisey,
he's
man.
taking.
Shout out to David. Shout out to
He's
Moisey.
man,
I love Moisey. I love him. I love the guy. You know, the reason I like the guy is that during the Euro coverage of This Is Football, Gary Lineker and Micah Richards are doing a podcast episode. And in the middle of the podcast episode, Thomas Frank, one of their producers, and David Moyes are sitting off to like the side. They're sitting like near the couches, and Moisey is shit-faced. He is off the wine, and then he kept interrupting Gary and Micah, and he tells Gary, he tells Gary, he's like, "Hey man, where's the wine? Like you should be better than this. Give me more wine." And then Gary's like, "Boise wants more wine. Give him more wine." And they just
he's Scottish. He's fine.
Shout out to David Moyes, man. Amen. Oasis is back. Clivert is scoring goals in the Premier League.
Yeah.
David Moyes is at Everton. It's 2004, baby. Yeah, man. Let's get it.
I love it. I should mention it was Elman Endai that scores the penalty to get the win.
I was surprised that he was the one that took it.
No one knew who was going to take it. It was their first penalty all year.
Yeah, I know it was their first penalty all year,
crazy.
but like you'd think Dom Calvert-Lewin would be taking that.
I don't know.
Not anymore.
You know,
this is not Carlo Ancelotti's Everton.
Plus,
Yeah,
it's like
David Moyes'
Chelsea.
Everton.
Chelsea, it's Cole Palmer that takes it. It's not the striker there, so who knows? Brian Mbumo takes it for Brentford. Yeah, it worked. You can't argue with results.
I will say he very gently passed it into the net. Like he didn't really strike it that hard.
It's like here's the arm, and the ball's like
it
was right there, and it was slow. Yeah, strange.
Was the yellow card deserved for his celebration?
Did he get a yellow card for his celebration?
Yeah, he did. He flapped his wings like they were saying like a seagull. The fact that Brighton
egging on the fans. No, then it's not there. No, that's terrible. Brighton, their first loss in 6. And if I was to ask you, Adelia, will David Moyes have a job next week? What would you say?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna have a job next week. Just 1-2 in a row.
Screw Brett Veltman too. Screw him.
Joel Veltman.
Yeah, he's the guy who kicked Declan Rice, and he didn't get a red card. But they told Declan Rice to get out of the game. He kicks Declan.
Yeah.
I remember that Veltman. You loser. Continue.
So you're not gonna buy his shirt?
No.
Okay. Well, it's not a great shirt anyway.
Buy Evan Ferguson's shirt when he becomes an Arsenal player.
We'll see. They're still looking for a spot to put him. If he can get, healthy at all, it would help.
Give me Joao Pedro.
All right.
No, I don't know about that.
Moving on. Southampton. Well, St. Mary's Stadium. Taking on Newcastle.
Southampton, who prior to this game were statistically the worst team in Premier League history through 22 games.
But they get the first goal.
They do.
It's 1-0 Saint through Bednarek's 10th minute header. It was a nice goal.
It was.
But
then they became Southampton again.
A match versus Southampton means 3 automatic points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Isak is going to get the next one from a penalty. I don't like the call that brought
I don't
brought
really
him down,
either.
stuff like that. I think it was more Chris Kavanagh calling it, making Barrett come over, being Chris Kavanagh being the senior guy, making Barrett go over there. I don't like the optics of that. It wasn't a good looking. I wouldn't have made that call, but they did.
Yeah.
Isak, of course, is going to score it.
He's on fire,
So
man.
yeah. I just don't know how that was deemed a clear and obvious error on the ref to allow. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
There's so
I
much
don't
to
know
complain
either.
about VAR and stuff like this. Like, just do this one. Like, Southampton never stood a chance, anyways. So there you go.
Yeah.
Because he scores again 4 minutes later, and no one can complain about that goal.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Isak's pretty
Yeah.
good. Sandro
good.
Tonali scores. And this one,
Yeah.
he gets the third and final goal. It was a nice pass from Anthony Gordon to spring him open, I thought too. So Saints only with the one win all year.
Yep.
It may.
Who did they beat? Who lost to Southampton?
Was it Wolves or was it Ipswich?
No, I think Ipswich.
I can't remember.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, Adelia's good at computer stuff. Not me. Newcastle ending the week up in 5th position.
Mhm.
So, again, we're getting those highs and lows for Newcastle, but they're high again. Well, Southampton. Can you celebrate a win?
No.
You
don't celebrate a win against Southampton.
You get 3 points, but it's never
you don't celebrate a win against Southampton. That's not happening.
Okay. Now, the reason I'm wearing this shirt, guys,
They beat Everton on November 2nd.
Oh, Everton. There you go.
Everton.
Yeah, it was the other bottom feeder. All right. We've done 99 of these, right? We're damn
99 episodes.
We're damn close to 100. I think now is the perfect time we steer away from the Premier League and we talk about the Allsvenskan.
No.
I'm going to go for Hammarby. I know you two are probably
No.
Malma.
I gotta go Hammarby because Hammarby gave Charlie Davies his European start. You can't take that from me. I'm the American rooting for the American. You can't. You gotta choose somebody else, Snark.
Yeah, let's go for. How dare you? I got hammered in their bar. So there you go.
But Charlie Davies is one of my favorite players, so he played for them. So I gotta go Hammarby.
We are not covering the Swedish league just so you don't have to talk about Chelsea.
Okay, well, Snark, how about you know what? Fine, I'll find another team, Snark.
Yeah, you can cheer for your garden. It's basically the Swedish. I don't know, Arsenal. It's not Malmo. Anyways, I don't know, probably.
You know what? I'll ask my Swedish friend.
Yeah,
he lives in Gothenburg.
Oh,
he roots for Gothenburg FC, but I don't think Gothenburg is in the first division, so I can't root for them. But you know what? If you don't want to talk about Chelsea, Snark, we can talk about. We can talk some Serie A, some La Liga.
No, I was.
You want to talk some? You want to talk some Ligue 1?
No.
Ligue 1?
No, come on.
No, you know what?
I can talk about Strasbourg. Okay, now
Strasbourg. Shout out to Strasbourg. Undefeated in their last 6, by the way.
They've been good. They do not like Todd Bowley. I can tell you that.
I know that.
Anyways, even though he's given them all kinds of great players and they're not recalling them,
it
drives me crazy. How does Benjamin still stay there? And we have Robert goddamn Sanchez. I don't get it.
Speaking of
Andre Santos still there.
Americans. Speaking of Americans, Caleb Wiley's their left back at Strasbourg.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Too bad he's now Too bad he's in the Chelsea system where it spits you out and chews you out. Look at the way they've treated Trevor Chalobah, your hometown kid.
Yeah, they brought him back.
Yeah, but they've made it very clear you're leaving. You're not staying.
I haven't said anything about that since he came back.
Oh no, it's I saw a report. He's gone.
I don't believe it.
I believe it. It was CBS Sports.
Let's talk about the game.
Let's talk about Abdulkadir Husanov. His first match.
He was so bad.
Well, he had a bad first 10 minutes or so until he kind of acclimated. But that first 3 minutes, they're giving the ball up to Nick Jackson, who pushes it over to Madueke. They score. Great. And Chelsea, keep on him. And Jackson misses 2 glorious chances, and one because he won't use his goddamn left foot. And then things start falling apart. Then you see Gvardiol moving forward all the time. Gvardiol's was playing left back, I think, in this one. And he's in the box all the time. He was never out of the box, and no one's ever covering him.
That just proves he has no respect for the winger on that side.
It was Madueke.
So he has no respect for him.
Yeah.
Because if he had respect for him, he wouldn't have played so far in the advanced position. No one cares about
Madueke, I guess, got reamed out at halftime for as much good as it did, because the second half, that was maybe the worst Chelsea performance of the year. They did nothing. All they did was cower. How does Robert Sanchez? You see Erling Haaland one-on-one with somebody. There's a ball coming near your butt. How are you not running back into your net? How do you stay at the top of the box in the D and then decide to go after him, leaving the net open? What is he thinking?
Was it
I
Levi,
don't know how you don't have a better goalkeeper.
Rob, was it Levi
We
Coldwell
do,
who's guarding
and he
him?
plays in Strasbourg.
Yeah.
Was it Levi Coldwell on him?
Yeah, he was on him.
So like,
He was
yeah, so
doing-
you see your defender right there, like blocking his obstruction, blocking his view. Why are you're so far off the line? Go back. Go
Yep.
back. Wait, who's the goalie at Strasbourg?
Petrovic, Jordy Petrovic.
Oh, yeah, that's where y'all sent him? Oh,
Yep.
okay. All right, okay. The New England Revolution guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good for them. But it doesn't matter because the sporting directors at Chelsea that's a Chelsea. Like we even let Phil Foden score, as if this match wasn't enough. We let Phil friggin' Foden score. Ridiculous.
I'm not trying to hear that dude's name. Me and Adelia talked about him earlier in the day. He said something that pissed me off. That pissed me off earlier today because I swear to God, man.
Just the haircut. It's the haircut.
Nah, bro. It's not even the haircut, bro. He's a dude who's gonna be like, look at my resume. When he was the main reason for only one Premier League title, he was on the bench for all the other ones. Yeah. I don't like when bench players claim titles that they didn't have nothing to do with part of. Sure. Like, homie, bro, you were 18 on the bench and you did nothing. Yep. You have one. You technically have one Premier League title. Stop talking.
It was the most phony player of the year I've ever heard.
Bro,
in my entire life.
Bro.
He scored 7 goals in his last 7 Premier League games.
Yeah, he's been good this year. He took the first, 20 matches off or so.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, and now he's getting more time and he's scoring goals. Great.
Nah, bro, he is. They're
gonna give him they're gonna give it to him again.
He's a system player, and
they're not. No, they're not.
He's a system player. He's not. It just proved to me when I watched the Euros how he couldn't adapt to a different role.
He was terrible.
He was horrible. They forced everyone else to adapt to accommodate him, and he still sucked. Your best, I'm sorry, England's best player, if we think about it, when wearing an English shirt,
he was on the bench almost the entire time.
It's Jude and Saka are right there. I like Cole Palmer, and I know you're kind of a little biased to him, but I'm sorry, those two, Saka has proven it in an English shirt. He's proven it. Jude, I'm a big fan of Jude. They made Jude play a position. He plays it very well, but it's not the position that, he played the defensive holding 8.
Why are we rehashing the Euros?
I don't know. Sorry, because he wants to pop off his Cole Palmer propaganda.
Anyway.
Foden sucks. All right, there it is.
Well, yeah, we all it's just driving me nuts.
I shouldn't have yelled that. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not
Chelsea has turned into a do your best club and not a win at all cost club, and it drives you nuts. It drives you nuts to see it. So we got to get and why do we have 2 sporting directors? Because they didn't have the balls to get rid of one when he had a little trouble with his, I don't know, whatever. I'm just going to get mad. So move on. We'll move on to a game maybe you guys should have been more mad at, but I think things turned around.
By the way, Roman Abramovich is very upset that he had to sell Chelsea.
Yes, of course. It's his baby.
Yeah, it's his baby.
We're very upset that he had to sell. We're not upset why though, because he, back to murderous tyrant. Attack farmers. All right. Wolves at home to Arsenal, and no score in the first half, and I'm sure you guys were okay with everything in it. So let's go to the second.
Let's pause and rewind, Robert.
Oh boy. All right. Well, I don't know what you could be so mad at. Let's see. 43rd minute. Oh yes, maybe that's it. Miles Lewis Skelly gets shown a red card for a trip.
No. Straight red.
Yeah, straight red. Yeah, she gets shown a red card for a trip. A simple trip. He may have touched his foot a bit, but it's a trip.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a last man back thing. It was a simple trip. He got shown a straight red card.
Yeah, Michael Oliver went straight for the red card. VAR for some reason backed this up and said it wasn't a mistake.
He's the top guy, so you gotta. It's with this hierarchy they have. They're afraid of losing minutes or whatever the hell it is. That's why you got to separate VAR and you got to separate from the PGML. It has to be two separate entities in order for it to work.
Yeah, but they did the right thing and overturned on Arsenal's appeal. The red card.
after the match, yes, on
Today.
I guess,
It was today.
But it didn't help you while you're at the Molyneux. Good thing is, all it did was kind of make things fair for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wolves are horrible.
They're not very
trash.
They're not good.
They're trash. Because here's the two. They're red. Here's the two. Their red was a second yellow, but their tackle was worse than Skelly's tackle.
Yeah, it's João Gomez, and it's way worse. And it studs up, and it's in the shin.
And I know it's the second yellow, but it could have been a straight red.
He had the option to go straight red and give him a 3-match ban, but he goes second yellow just so he'll miss the next match. Maybe
Michael Oliver is the worst thing ever to come out of Manchester since Paul Scholes. Okay, you know what I mean? Or I would say Gary Neville too, but I mean one of them, or Phil as well.
There's
and
a
Nicky
lot.
Butt and David Beckham.
Okay, fast. We get it.
Okay, all right. He's horrible. He's bad at his job. And you know what, dude? I'm not into conspiracies, but apparently yesterday, magically, after they kept talking about how he's being abused. He has no social media. He has no way to be contacted. No one speaks to Michael
Police
Oliver.
are guarding his house.
For some odd, like no one said anything. Apparently, last year, he had a bomb threat in a Liverpool match. Someone threatened him with a bomb threat in a Liverpool match. And we didn't really. Did you guys know about this?
No.
Did you know about this? I didn't know about this. And you know what? You know how I found out about this? I found out about this this week when someone pointed it out to me. But apparently, when it's involving an Arsenal match, we have to protect Michael Oliver. Why? Because he's a horrible referee who's biased and is corrupt. Yeah, that's why. He has sent off 8 Arsenal players in the 55 matches he's called for them. He sent off 0 Manchester City players. This exact same tackle that got the straight red by Miles Lewis Skelly. Mateo Kovacic did the exact same thing to Martin Odegaard last year. Back-to-back plays.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't send off Mateo Kovacic. It would have disrupted the game. We were too.
He doesn't want to affect the match. Paris.
But
not making calls.
Bro.
Doesn't affect matches.
Bukayo Saka is allowed to be assaulted every single game.
Yeah, that's right.
They let Mark Cucurella get away with homicide, and then people think Mark Cucurella is a good defender because he stopped Bukayo. I remember. No, he's not. All right, let's stop talking about that. Whatever.
Pretty good.
It's fine.
Everyone would take him.
Sure.
Everybody.
Yeah, you would prefer Ben White. Stop lying. But this is a common thing. Everyone always trips the beginning of the breakaway. It's a trip. Max, it's a yellow.
Wasn't a breakaway either. There's
it
people.
They were still in their own box. The man should never ref. I'm not even just asking Arsenal games. I'm not even saying that. The man shouldn't ref, period. He's not a great ref.
We all know who Michael Oliver is. We all know where he makes his most money. They're never going to stop it. They're going to allow it. So it's just one other thing. It's like the PGMOL is like the mob. It's crazy how much power these guys have for guys that have done nothing to deserve it. Just referee the match. All they have to do is referee the match. All they have to do is interpret the laws of the game. They don't get to pick sides. Just interpret it and call it.
By the way,
call it all and make people learn. We're just going to call everything, and then you don't have these problems.
No.
Yep.
But there's always going to be problems because these guys, get whatever kind of bias towards them. They don't like players. Whatever's going to go in their head. You're going to see this all the time. By the way, Calafiori is the guy who scores the winning goal.
Yeah.
4 minutes after Gomez gets set up. It was an okay goal, but I did say, if they wanted to be petty, they could probably have. They could have
called Kai Havertz with goal in the hands.
Yeah.
Or
he's offside and he puts his leg out when the ball's coming. That's all.
Yeah, it just doesn't touch him. Thank God.
Yeah, doesn't need to. They can
Oh, that
still
means
call it
Yeah,
off.
doesn't
They
mean
can
to,
still
like,
call it
call it
interference.
interference.
Okay. Thank God they didn't.
But they didn't.
I do- I do
I think they felt bad. It's like, well, that was not a good call. Everyone knew it was not a good call.
I do want to
Some people
say
saying
about
one of the worst calls ever. I don't
Yes.
know about that, but
I
bad call.
do want to say about the fact that the police are having to guard Michael Oliver's house. If you are making threats to referees over a football game, don't fucking do that.
No.
I don't care how bad the call was. I don't care anything. Like, it's not just him you're making a threat to, it's also his family. Do not fucking do that.
They're all
Kids.
cowardly little kids, probably doing
Yeah.
it. You know, you can't see like a
It's a,
grown
it's
man.
a, it's a
with a belly.
12-year-old talking about that. Just call him a wanker and move on.
Exactly. That's
Mhm.
that's all you do.
A corrupt wanker.
It's like
You know,
him
most
and
of the,
Anthony
most
Taylor,
of the, most of the EPL refs are from the greater Manchester area.
Yes.
Interesting, right? Find that very interesting.
works out. All right,
Alex Ferguson still ruining the Premier League to this day.
he's a monster. Moving on.
Moving
Let's
on.
go. Let's go to Vitality Stadium, or as they say in England, Fatality Stadium. They never pronounce that.
Shout out to
part.
Bill Foley, the American owners of Bournemouth.
Did anybody, like I said on the thing, that I think that the Force are going to drop points here, so I
Mhm.
chose a draw. I did not expect this.
I didn't expect this either.
A
Nobody expected
5-0 drubbing. The worst Forest has played all year. Probably the worst match they played in 2 years. I just don't know what happened.
Yeah.
To them. I
don't know.
was praising Matt Sells the last couple of weeks, and I promise I won't do that again. I must have jinxed him.
You're the curse, Rob. That's what you are.
I must have jinxed him. Justin Kluivert, another goal.
He's on fire,
What?
man.
What a second half for Nango. I had tried to force that in. I don't know if it worked. Natural hat trick in the second half. Antoine Semenyo getting a goal in injury time as well. Bournemouth haven't lost in 11 matches.
Oh yeah, no, they haven't.
They've moved up to 7th. But vultures are starting to circle around Dean Huijsen now. I guess he said since he's come onto the starting 11, he has I think they've won those 11 matches, and there's 8 clean sheets. And the release clause is open in the summer. It's not open. I don't think it's open yet. Release clause is available in the summer, and United are there. I don't see him going there, but so are Arsenal and Chelsea. So that'll be an interesting thing. I just don't know where does he get the same minutes at Arsenal?
No. I think that's why we lost Aiden Heaven today.
Yeah.
Because he's 18 and he knows there is,
where's the path? You got to
exactly
find
because
the path. Man,
Gabriel is 26 and Saliba's 23. They're going to be there for the next at least 8 years.
We'll see.
I don't know about 8 years. But they'll be there for a while.
They'll be there for a while. Unless well, it could be, if we're happy, he rebukes Real Madrid, talking about Saliba, but hopefully he stays there, until he's 30. In my opinion,
it's hard to do.
It's hard to do when Los Blancos come calling.
You're always going to win. It's warm all the time. The city's beautiful.
Yeah, and if honestly, Adelia, if Arsenal doesn't start winning trophies, Saliba and Saka are like, why the hell are we still here?
As if Arsenal don't start winning trophies,
Saliba,
a lot of people.
Yeah, Saliba will probably be like, why am I still here?
They have to start winning trophies.
They have to.
Now.
They've
got to make a push for someone now. They aren't making a push for anybody. Where are they going to go to get a striker? They need a striker. They all know it.
Apparently, they've offered RB Leipzig $70 million for Benjamin Šeško.
We're going to need more.
Apparently, they offered him. Yeah. Well, apparently
you have to tell guys off, like not just Zinchenko. You guys need to clear up money to do this. It's a big move to do in the January window. That's why doing January window stuff is tough.
Yeah, that's why Liverpool's the kings of it. That's why Liverpool always succeeds somehow. Like they bought Virgil in the January window. They bought a couple people in that's changed them. Yeah, apparently they offered. So Šeško apparently was like 64 million. They offered 70, but Leipzig doesn't want to sell. We don't know what the hell he wants. His agent was in London today or 2 days or yesterday.
What you guys need to do is get a hotel and then sell it to yourselves. I heard
Yeah.
that's a pretty good way to
Or
stay.
or have a
under.
secret meeting in Leipzig, like y'all did with Ashley Cole. But it is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cutthroat. They were cutthroat, and now they're do your best guys.
Yeah. So yeah,
Nicholas Jackson patting the poor kid on the back over there. Like, come on.
If that was
Where's
Roman
the Chelsea?
Abramovich, Nicholas Jackson would be sent to Siberia in like 2 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to be a special type of striker to work for Roman Abramovich. That's why Didi worked.
It's the best. The King. Okay, moving on. Fulham. Fulham's at home. They've been playing well.
There's only one team. There's only
the
one
circus.
team in Fulham.
The circus comes. Yeah, and they wear blue. Now
they wear white.
How dare you? The circus comes to town. United are in. United aren't good in this match at all.
No.
But
Fulham
with their
are
one
worse.
shot on net, they score. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And it was a weird deflection. Yeah, Fulham are worse on this day for
Bro,
sure.
who scored it too, bro? Who scored it? That's crazy.
So weird. Like that, it gets deflected off of Sasalucia, and just the way it goes in, the big looping thing, and just under the bar too. It's like a month ago, United don't get
Butcher of Amsterdam strikes again.
So yeah, their only shot on target is their only shot.
He did it again, guys. He did it again. He two-footed somebody. He didn't get ejected.
Yep.
Different rules. Let's just go on to some of the rumors there, and Garnacho still being talked about to Chelsea because Chelsea need more wingers that can't score.
The Garnacho and Nkunku swap, I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I get it for United. They could like Nkunku would probably.
Jedi Robinson did captain the side for Fulham, American captain. Shout out to you, Jedi.
Well,
out to my boy.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't. He's probably never gonna get the armband again.
They're gonna go get
wearing it a lot this year, Fares.
Yeah.
He's gonna go get. They're gonna go get Patrick Dorgu. It looks like that's gonna push the needle. Yeah, they signed Aiden Heaven from you guys.
I don't know what Chelsea's doing. They've already bought a winger for Manchester United in Jadon Sancho, and is it working, Rob?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, he's been good.
What's the point of buying Garnacho? Like you have too many wingers. You have too many attacking players. You want to get rid of people. Why do you want to buy Alejandro Garnacho and then give them Christopher Nkunku?
Is what we're all saying. Well, Nkunku plays behind Palmer. Like, where's he gonna go? Like, you try and horn him in for Jackson. Yeah. It doesn't work.
Yeah, because I remember when he was playing at Leipzig, he played the floating player right behind the 9, like that guy. And their 9 was either Yusuf Poulsen or because Benjamin Šeško was a little too young, he didn't really play. So it was really Yusuf Poulsen. Really, he fell behind Yusuf Poulsen, and they won 2 DFP Pokals. I remember when he was there. So yeah, they bought basically a floating 9.5, basically, or 10, and then they bought another 10 from Man City, who's basically Phil Foden regen. They're basically the same player, really. Y'all a bunch of dummies, man. I'm sorry. Y'all just stupid. I'm sorry. And then your wingers, it's like you had Sancho and Madueke, and then you have Neto and who?
Well, Mudryk.
He's suspended because he
decided to may not be seeing for a while. We may not be seeing for a while.
Like,
let's go back to that so quick.
Let's go back to that.
I'm today. I'm all for bashing Chelsea, but just to wrap things up on United, there's no way I was going to not bring up what Amram said, but Marcus Rashford, and that he'd rather have George Vitale in the squad, their 63-year-old goalkeeper coach. And how do you have a 63-year-old goalkeeper coach? Anyway.
That's
one question. He'd rather have him in there than Sancho until he starts giving the maximum.
Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford. Giving the maximum every day in training and in life.
Yeah.
How do you go after? He's not giving the maximum in life.
I find this whole Marcus Rashford thing to be very funny, but I also find it very funny that Ruben Amorim is out there totally devaluing what Marcus Rashford is worth.
Unbelievable.
Like they're idiots over there at United.
It's fun. They all deserve it. They deserve this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, they deserve all the pain, but you shouldn't comment on your player's personal life unless it's affecting the professional, right? Because personally, it's none of your business. Personally, it's none of your business.
Turns out they're not on speaking terms anymore, which is
exactly. It's like it's none of your business. Like if you know, but here's the thing too: is unlike Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford hasn't said anything. Like he's literally said nothing. He has literally said, "It's time for me to move on. I want to move on.
Yeah,
get rid of me." He's never actually said what you're saying is a lie. Because Jadon Sancho basically called out Eric Ten Hag and said, "You're a liar. You're a liar. You know, you're a liar." Ruben Amorim is basically just it's just basically like a one-way insult fest. So the Ruben Amorim is saying these things about him. He's saying like, "Oh, he's not working hard in training and he's not doing this." But should I just believe you? Like, what if it's not like, what if it's not because I was watching Morning Footy yesterday. Charlie Davies was talking about it. Where he's saying is, it may be a philosophical difference where like, you know, like I'm going to give you 110%, but I'm telling you the way you use me is on the wing. I am not a 9. I'm telling you this. I am not a 9. Let me play the wing position. I am not a 9. But you keep trying to shoehorn me as a 9. And then you go in the media and say that I'm not working hard. When I was like, no, I'm telling you what I am. And I will work hard if I'm telling you what I am. But you're not fucking listening. Pardon my French. You're not listening here.
Oh boy.
You know, and that's why I think the disconnect is like he's telling him what he is. I'm telling you what I am. You're not listening. By the way, the players you're playing in front of me are worse than me. Rasmus Højlund stinks. Garnacho's inconsistent. Who are the other people? I don't know. The only person probably, you know, a modicum of some of my success is Amad Diallo, but you barely play him. So, you know, you can sit in your little seat in the press conference and say whatever you want. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna tell you what I want. It's time for me to move on. Marcus Rashford has told Manchester United vividly, it's time for me to move on. I'm done. It's time for me to move on. And he's not gonna say anything because he's told them what. It's like, I'm done. Move me. He's telling you to move me, but your manager keeps insulting me. And by the way, he's doing the Alex Ferguson thing where like Alex Ferguson wanted to have so much control of your own personal life. That's why him and David Beckham got into it. Beckham was like, I'm a grown man and you need to watch where you're stepping. You cross the line here. Then he shipped him off to Madrid, which is a punishment, I guess. Apparently, because he didn't like that, you know, he got married to a pop star. And then David stopped listening to him. That's why he loves Gary Neville. Neville's still scared of the guy to this day. But yeah, man, he overstepped. Ruben Amorim has overstepped. You need to watch your step. All right. You cross the line here. Stay over there, man. Who does he think he is, man?
Yeah. I don't think anybody misses Marcus Rashford. To tell you the truth.
No.
I think everything's gonna work. Everything will work out for everybody.
Yeah, they sucked with him. They suck without him. Just get rid of him.
Yeah.
He keeps commenting on someone who why you keep commenting on this guy? Like, why?
Yeah.
He stinks. Asked about him.
Yeah, because he's the Manchester kid. But you can just say, moving on, no comment, or whatever, Marcus. You can finagle your way out of a question.
No, I know, but
he's new.
He's new.
Yeah,
he's purposely not doing that because he wants to insult Marcus Rashford.
Man, we'll see.
Yeah, and it's like no, and he knows, Rob. He's been a manager for. He hasn't. This is not like his. He's not like his first rodeo.
In Portugal.
I know, but he's still a manager. You know, you still know how to operate the media. You know, I know the English are a little bit more brutal and a little more aggressive.
If he was in Leicester, if he was in Ipswich Town, no one would say a thing. But he is in the epicenter of English football. When you're at United, like the eyes are on you and the pressure is on you. It's like going from being a midget coach to coaching the Leafs. Like it's like you've been a good coach for a while. You've been coaching these midgets, but here he is, biggest stage, take over. Yeah, it's tough. He'll learn if he gets a chance. I don't know if he gets the chance to learn because
It's
they
like,
haven't.
it's like Rafa Benitez with Real Madrid. Oh, you coached at Valencia, you coached at Liverpool, which is nice and that's good. Now you're coaching Los Blancos. You know what I mean? It's like it's a little different here. All right, it's a little different. And he failed, but it was still a little different, because he had to clean up Jose Mourinho's mess. But it is what it is.
It won't be his first time he did that.
Yeah,
Now,
it won't be. He's done it multiple times.
let's go to Villa Park because we still have a couple more matches to talk about. We've got 3 more. So Villa take a 1-0 lead. It's Jacob Ramsey. Somehow this is Jacob Ramsey's first goal in the Premier League this season.
Oh, this season. Okay, I thought it was like ever. I was like, whoa.
No. And I think he scored in I don't know if he scored in the Champions League or something like that because they say it's his first in the top flight this season. So I'm imagining he scored somewhere else. They get a couple more chances in the first half, but don't make much of it. Second half, it looks like they're out of gas. They playing too much football for an Aston Villa squad. They aren't used to it. They're starting to let West Ham back into the game. Paqueta has 2 great chances. That one that just goes wide. He puts one off the post as well. The one that Konsa clears as well off the line when Emi Martinez for some reason tackles his own guy trying to punch the ball out and just makes a hell of a mess out of it.
He's such a bad goalie. I'm so mad that literally for 2 weeks
he's such a bad goalie. Is he the reigning defending?
He's the 2-time. Yeah, 2-time goalkeeper of the year.
He's literally riding off of that 2 weeks at the World Cup, and people still think he's the best goalie. He's like, no, he's not. He's a bad goalie. He's a bad goalie. It's just that he was great for 2 weeks.
They keep giving it to him. They keep giving it to him.
They keep giving him awards.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know how much competition there is these days. There's not like there's a standout keeper, but
Courtois, he's right there.
He doesn't get to play. He's hurt all the time.
He was hurt last year.
He's hurt all the time.
He's
hurt all the time. Like I love Thibaut Courtois. I got to see Thibaut Courtois play. There you go. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things. Now, back to the match. And it's just constant pressure by West Ham somehow. Second half, they do get the goal, and it's a pretty nice goal. Edson Alvarez gets the ball deep from the cross into the back post.
Finally doing something of note.
Emerson heading it in, a nice little tappy for the goal and stuff like that, and then they score again. West Ham will score again later on, clearly offside. Everyone knows it's offside. But Graham Potter is celebrating like he just won the goddamn World Cup. I couldn't believe it. It's like, Graham, just watch. He was like beat, and he wasn't the only one. There was 2 other guys. Anyways, whatever. Went on. Chippy match. This match was chippy. And I don't know what Peter Banks was doing. Like there's that stuff at the end of the first half. He gives a couple of yellows or whatever in the second half. But by the end, by the time the 70th minute came around, he was allowing 2-handed shoves in the back, late tackle.
Yeah, there should have been more yellow cards in this game.
It was ridiculous. Like that
proper
second
football,
half
baby. Proper football, baby. Yeah, man. Bring it back.
That's like people who say like, "Oh, the '80s, that's hockey." And so, have you ever watched a game from the '80s?
Damn right it is.
Terrible.
Beat up the fans in the stands.
Terrible.
Damn right. The Boston Bruins beating up those fans. Hell yeah. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Let's not. No, let's not.
Moving on.
Somebody.
We got a couple more.
2 matches left, Fares.
Yeah, we got a derby. We've got a London derby, the one that everyone waits for all year. Palace at home to Brentford. Yeah.
The Palace. London derby. It's the London derby.
Yeah. The guys, so they're only about 30 minutes away from each other. There you are. Palace are unbeaten in 5, which is for Palace, considering where they were.
That was good for Palace, yeah.
Yeah. And now Brentford are sitting only 1 point ahead of them in the standings when the match starts. No score in first half, so we go to the second half. 61 minutes possibly getting away with the handball, like in the 61st minute.
That was a handball, like a mug.
Yeah, Mark
That was
Hughes.
a handball.
It was a gay. He kicks it into him. Like, oh,
He kicks it into his hands.
they get away with that, and then an awful call. Lacroix putting his foot out, and Nathan Collins deciding to run and dive into it. He dives into the foot.
It's not a foul. Okay, good. I thought that was not a penalty when I was watching.
No.
Right, Adelia? It wasn't a penalty.
It was
not
terrible.
a penalty.
Yeah,
It was a bad call.
you think?
But it's
Question.
awarded.
Question.
Yeah, guess what? Go ahead.
Do you think they called that the penalty because they missed the handball on Mark Hughes?
Yep.
You think that's what happened?
Yep.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's like, oh,
That's what I thought so too.
We got to get something here. And Lacroix was dumb for leaving his foot out, outstretched. Like he's inviting contact. But yeah, that's a bad call. And Bumo Bumo with his perfect record in penalty kicks misses. First time he ever misses. But
Lacroix again.
No, they encroach on him. So you get to redo it. And oh yeah, you can do that weird little hoppy skip thing. Basically the same shot to the other side.
The funniest part of the retake of this penalty is that as Mbumo is doing his run up to the ball, Johan Wissa is running sideways behind him with his arms up, already knowing that it's going in this time.
Yeah, he's not gonna screw up twice in a row. Yeah. And he gets to keep his perfect record. So there you are because of that. Kevin Sharda gets the second one. Heads the ball in so hard he hurts himself, I said. Now he may have grazed the defender that was right there. But when I was looking at it, first thing I thought was, oh, did he just hurt him, give himself whiplash heading the ball in? Yeah. Well, anyways, 2-0.
Heads.
Then Palace kind of make a run 5 minutes later, like that was the 80th minute. Romanese scores. It's gonna be hard for me getting Eze and Esse on the same team mixed up, but Esse actually finishes. So there you
go. Fares and I were discussing that goal earlier, and Fares thought I was saying Eze when I was saying Esse, so that's how close they are in name. But yeah,
Eze got the assist on Esse's goal.
Yeah, Eber Eze.
Yeah.
So
wait, no. Eze passes it
to Esse.
No. He passes it to the guy who crosses it to Esse.
Oh, there.
Yeah. I don't know who the guy was. I forgot.
Then he does not get an assist.
Yeah, exactly. Let me rephrase that. Yes.
Okay, so I'm not hearing anything else now that Jalab was gone about Mark Gahey leaving Palace.
Yeah, Mark Gahey.
I think in the summer it's going to get revisited. What's it going to take to get Brian Mbumo out of Brentford?
$30 million.
I think that would look good with Saka gone, him on your side. But the problem is the term on his contract. Who's going to replace you? He's not going to start ahead of Saka when he gets healthy. So
yeah,
sure look good in the meantime, but it's a difficult. It would be a difficult thing to do unless you try and sell him off right away, and then Brentford's gonna have a huge sell. Anyways, it's very it would be for a very messy deal or whatever. But you guys should sure use him this year. I tell you what. Anyways. Brentford's only their second away win all year. How about that? That's why they're in 12th place, guys.
Yeah.
Or 11th place.
They are not having the best of seasons.
We've
left the best match for last.
Yeah, the one that made I can watch football still. We gotta go to North London. And speaking of not having great seasons, Spurs are sitting 15th. Foxes are going to roll into town. They're trying to pull themselves out of relegation, for goodness sakes. Fans have already turned on Ruud van Nistelrooy after winning his first match and then losing the next 7 straight, only scoring twice that entire time. It doesn't seem to be going the Foxes' way. First half, anyways. A bunch of chances Son Heung-min should have cashed in on. I think one's off the post, the other one just goes wide. Richarlison having to start as in the 9 spot for them. Actually scores. Richarlison starts, he scores. I wonder if they're going to keep him there. I doubt it. Anyways, it was a nifty header, one that didn't hurt him at all. He didn't get hurt. which is nice to see.
He didn't get a yellow either. He scored the goal and it wasn't offsides. It wasn't offsides, Adelia.
Yeah.
Wasn't offsides, yeah.
It was a nice cross by Pedro Porro, I think, as well. So, second half. We got second half Spurs.
They don't know how to start a second half.
As Ange Postecoglou, like he could change whatever he wants in the first half, maybe, and then say, "This is it. This is what we're going to do." And everyone, he's doing this, so we'll just do this, and this, because they're not going to change tactics at all. They're going to keep that line high, and we can attack through the middle, which is exactly what they do. Jamie Vardy still scoring. He's still scoring. He runs in there. Less than a minute in.
Yeah.
To the second half.
Can we talk about how embarrassing it is as a club that's been in the Premier League for a lot of years in terms of Spurs, where a Leicester City player can look you in your eyes and say, I have a Premier League trophy with Leicester.
He was doing that to the fans. He was doing it to the fans.
And you don't.
The best part was
how embarrassing are you? I used to think, I didn't say I didn't respected Spurs. I didn't respect them.
How dare you?
But I didn't respect them. But I was like, they're kind of, I'm not gonna they look like a serious club with Harry Kane and all that jazz. Mm-hmm. Realized that he covered a lot of awards.
Sure.
I have no respect for them, period, of anything ever. When their own fans last year said, I would rather lose and not go to Champions League than see Arsenal win. They rooted for their team to lose. There are video evidence.
They're used to it.
There's no. I understand they're used to losing.
Mm-hmm.
Rooting for your team to lose. There's video evidence of Spurs fans cheering when Man City scored their goals in their game last year. Video evidence of that. I would say have some self-respect, but you don't have self-respect because you're a bunch of losers. I want to call you words that I'm not allowed to say publicly.
Wow.
That's how much I hate you guys. That's how much I have no respect for you as an institution, as a fan base, as a period. And you have some of their fans who complain about how Arsenal fans are plastic and they don't really care about the club. They're too shiny. They're too pop mainstream. I would rather have that than fans like you who are automatically ingrained with being losers and are an embarrassment to football. You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment.
Long may it continue.
And long may it continue. Because
I'd still get shocked that they consider themselves a top
Harry
club.
Kane, I hate Harry Kane, but I don't hate Harry Kane, but I hate Harry Kane. He made them a little bit of respectable, like a pinch of salt of respect, a pinch. There is nothing there anymore. They're an embarrassment. How do you root for you? After what happened last year, this is what you deserve. This, you deserve this. And you know what? If we blink, they may get relegated. We don't know.
That would be amazing if that actually happened. There would be
guys. They're 15th. They're 15th.
I know, but they're
look at the points up there. No.
They're 8 points ahead of the relegation zone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And look at the teams behind them now.
Yeah,
Everton.
That was just a tying goal, guys. We didn't even thought
that was just a tying goal.
That 4 minutes later, El Hanous, it was on the loose. El Hanous on the loose. Fares. What do you think of that rhyming? Now I'm a rapper.
You did good. You did good, Rob. El Hanous on the loose. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice low shot outside the box. Now, how does he not get to that? Antonin Kinski. How do you not get to that? It's not like he hammered the thing. It's just a shot.
Here's the thing about Kinski.
Yep.
1 week he was on top of the world. That 1 week he was on top of the world, and guess what? He became a Spurs player. The following week, he realized, oh yeah, I play for Spurs. I'm a loser. Exactly. That's what you are. You're a loser.
Pedro.
You know what?
Porro's gonna hit a crossbar.
What's crazy too? I can't root for Leicester either. You know why? I don't like Ruud van Nistelrooy. I hate his face. I hate him.
One
I hate
likes
everything about the guy. I'm sorry. I can't root this. When I was watching this match, I felt disgusted because I'm like, I hate them and I hate you.
His
I
own
hate
fans don't like him.
everybody
His own
here.
fans don't like him.
I hate the guy.
Also-
I hate everything about the guy.
Kulisevsky, I was just gonna say, also muffed a great chance getting put in alone. I don't know how he screws that one up either.
Mhm.
It was a nice job by the defender to get back and stuff like that, but from where he was, he's got to score. He's got to score. Anyways, Spurs lose. Spurs lose to end the week. They're gonna stay 15th.
I think we have a new question for the show.
Okay, sure.
That's for the Spurs loss.
Okay.
How much longer does Ange Postecoglou have a job?
No, he's fired. He's done. This is last year. He's done.
I don't.
He's done. He's
I
done.
don't know. I don't know.
Nah, because you know why he's done. Let me tell you why he's done. So when I was watching ESPN FC, right? I don't know if I told you this, Adelia or Rob. Craig Burley, he's very, he played for Celtic. Craig Burley, former Chelsea star.
Chelsea.
Craig Burley.
Mm-hmm. Star.
Whatever.
Come on.
Him and Frank LeBouf. But he played for
Frank
Celtic.
LeBouf was better.
Yeah, shout out to Frank. I like Frank. He's in touch with what happened with Celtic, and he realized. So he knew a lot of Celtic people, like in the know, and the reporters. And he realized, this didn't get reported a lot when he moved to Tottenham. A lot of his players kept getting hurt at Celtic. A lot of these injuries like that are happening with Spurs happened at Celtic. But the problem with that is Celtic is like the Goliath in the Scottish Premiership. If they miss a player for 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, they can survive it. They barely lose in that league. They haven't lost that league in like 6 years. They haven't.
They only have one other competition.
Literally, and that competition is bad. Sorry, the Rangers, but they're bad. They're not as good as they used to be. They're pretty bad. So Celtic, so he survived the way. So he needs to change the way he trains and all that stuff. But I don't want him to, because I want him to continue to lose. Yeah, I mean, but it's proof he's not a very good manager because he wants to die by his system, and his system does not work in this league because you're not going against Aberdeen every week. Or who else is in that league?
That's it.
Okay. It's Aberdeen and the Rangers. That's it.
Yep, that's all. So what I was saying, I think Ange Postecoglou not only is going to get the rest of the season, he'll probably start next year too. Now, do you guys think Dan Levy is the Jerry Jones of the English Premier League?
I think that's a good comparison.
But does he own? He doesn't own them. Like, does he own them?
He's the chairman, and he bought into that ENIC or whatever it's called. The only person that can get rid of him is himself, supposedly.
Well, yeah, because the real owner, he's a criminal in the Caribbean.
He's not allowed to make any choices.
Exactly. So
he's also the highest paid. He was also the highest. I don't know if he still is, but he was, for the longest time, was the highest paid executive in the Premier League.
But he's basically taking money out of one pocket and putting it in the other pocket.
Yeah.
So what's the point? You know what? I'm done now. He's Jerry Jones. He's Jerry Jones.
I don't know if he ever gets rid of himself. I hope he stays forever. I hope he lives forever.
I kind of want him to stay forever because has that great stadium.
Yeah. He has a history of not winning shit. So
exactly.
That's good enough for me. Okay, that was it for the week. Sleeper time, guys, and not mean go to sleep. I mean go into the to make our predictions. Fares has been good at this. Adelia has been better than me because I have been shit. Not this all year. So I got 3 correct last week.
How much did I get right?
At least you guys each split it. You guys got 4 apiece. So I have let's see. I'm 4 wins back of Adelia, who forgot to put in her picks for an entire week.
Adelia, did we get the same games right? Did you pick Liverpool, Newcastle, Arsenal, Brentford?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you can check the app right now. You literally can check the app.
I'm checking right now.
Oh, dare you. Let's start. We got 2 teams coming off losses to start the week. Can Forest back at the City Ground and get a win over Brighton?
I'm going Forest. I'm going Forest.
They win at home.
That's true.
I'm picking them too. Bournemouth versus Liverpool, and this could be the match of the week.
I'm going Bournemouth because they're playing at Vitality Stadium.
Vitality Stadium is still said?
Is it Vit? What is it?
The English pronounce it Vitality Stadium is how everyone else pronounces it.
So it is Vitality Stadium.
To you and I.
Okay. So the correct way.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Bournemouth.
I'm going Liverpool.
This is a good one for a draw, right? You guys are each on one side. I'm going to take a draw just to be a stinker. All right. But I think Bournemouth could win. Moving on. Everton back home. They get Leicester. Each team coming off a surprising win.
Mm-hmm.
Who gets this one?
I'm going Everton.
Everton 1-0.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Everton as well. Oh, do we have a matchup after this? Toilet Bowl 2025. Ipswich, Southampton. Southampton needs to win lest they be cast into infamy forever. This is where they have to get points.
I'm going to
I
go draw.
still think Ipswich is winning.
I'm going to go draw.
Bears is going draw. I'm going Ipswich. They should be able to. Anybody should be able to eat Ipswich. The Ladybug should beat them. Now, Newcastle and Fulham.
Newcastle.
I'm going to go Newcastle.
That's AJ's Park. I'm taking
Yeah,
Newcastle. As well.
they're a problem there. And
Wolves.
they tend to get the benefit of the calls at St. James's Park.
Yeah, Wolves take on Villa.
Villa.
At the moment, I'm thinking. Well, Villa have to be better than they were second half, even against Wolves, but I think they can beat them. Now, here we go. Derby time. Brentford, Tottenham Hotspurs.
Brentford.
I'm going Brentford. Yeah, I'm going Brentford.
Ooh, I'm going to go Brentford as well. If they lose that one, then I can see Ange getting the boot, to be fair. United gets Crystal Palace at home.
Crystal Palace.
Wow, okay.
I'm going draw.
She goes draw. I think United could beat Palace at home. Okay, I'm picking United. Now, I'm going to skip the next one. I'm going to go to Chelsea, West Ham, with the real derby, the one that anyone ever cares about.
The real London derby.
Mm-hmm. London FC versus West Ham.
I'm going draw.
At the Bridge. You're a monster. Graham Potter's return to the Bridge. You think it's going to be a draw?
I'm going Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Oh, it's at the Bridge? Oh, it's at the
Yeah.
Bridge. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to go Chelsea. Damn it.
Yep. Now, leaving that to what is really the matchup of the week. Arsenal versus City.
Arsenal.
You guys think Arsenal's going to beat City?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
It's at the Emirates.
It's at
We
the
should have
Emirates.
beaten them. We should have beaten them at the Etihad until we got robbed by.
You guys think you owe them a slapping around?
Oh hell yeah! That's what we did to Liverpool last year, right? We drew at whatever their stadium's called. What is it called again? I don't care.
How funny will it be when they announce Michael Oliver as the referee for this?
No, they didn't.
I
thank
don't
God.
think they can.
Yeah, it's somebody else. It's someone I don't even know. I've never recognized.
He'll be the VAR. Okay, I'm gonna pick Arsenal as well. I think they can beat City.
Yeah.
It's just Chelsea was trash. All right, that's it for this week.
All right. Fares, thank you for joining us.
Yep. I'm sorry again for making the show longer than it's supposed to be. I apologize.
It's all right. It's not that much longer than it's supposed to be.
We did good.
Yeah. Where can people find you, Fares?
A big ass glass of water. Start going. Did you see how big that was?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
I drink a lot of these too. This thing's good.
Yeah. Oh, is that thing you get from like the bar? Like from the bar?
No, I had to order these. It's from, I don't know. I think it's a bar style or whatever, but not from mine.
Guys, my name is Fares Muthana. You can find me every Friday, 3:00 Pacific, recorded or live on where we talk about the other football show, American football, Good Friends, Better Rivals. And then also every Thursday, 3:00 live, we the Rewatches Council, man. Or we rewatch with the council. And then I'll be popping up on our road to Daredevil season 3. I'll be popping up on our post credits there as well. So make sure to show up for that as well.
I'm gonna try and make it to one. I haven't been on a post credits thing yet. I don't think.
Rob,
I
you know
did
what,
Daredevil.
Rob, we need, we need to talk. You're a big TV guy. We need more of you
Sure.
on the entertainment channel, man. We need more of you.
Well, I'll be talking more TV this weekend with Danny LGRN after Snark. We're going to be talking Squid Game 2. So I don't know if you guys have even watched Squid Game 1, but I love it. And this second season's been fantastic. As well, has not been a letdown, thank goodness, because you know how sequels can be. So we'll talk about that. You mentioned Rewatchers Council. I can't wait to talk about Helpless. It's so good. That'll be live Thursday. And then us here on Starting 11, Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Central, the only real time zone there is. Adelia, how about yourself?
Well, Fares and I just did an episode of The Rally. Our Australian Open recap is up on the channel now. And Fares and I may be bringing back an old show over on the entertainment channel
Beverly
Sunday
Hillbillies.
nights after football season. So be on the lookout for an announcement about that. But until next time, guys, we are out of here.